What's up, people? I'm making this video because I believe that I have completed all the possible accolades on the console. That is, except for the ones that I don't believe to be glitched. As a matter of fact, we'll start out with those. Expected and prepared. They were part of a story mission in the Delta Quadrant that you had to repair all the satellites of Neelix's asteroid before the enemy arrived. That piece has been removed from the storyline now and is still available through random patrol, but we've taken enough people there and we've activated all the satellites. I believe those are glitched. I don't think you can get those. Let's see, moving on. The Mako and Omega Force. This one's for making the Mark 10 gear. I don't believe that ever existed on console. I believe that had been phased out by the time the game moved from PC to console. Mako Team Commander. I would love to do this one, but there are those queues don't exist on Elite in the console version. Let's see. Matter of fact, the only Borg ones that exist on Elite are stupid. Yep, those are the only three. Borg Disconnected, Hive Onslaught, and Into the Hive. Into the Hive on the Elite's a lot of fun, by the way. Let's see. And then the next one down, Mark 10 Omega Weapons. Again, those were removed before it even hit console. Yeah, I believe that's just the master one for getting that one too. That's what's holding me up on that one. New Duty Officers 2. I don't know. I don't know why the New Duty Officers 1 triggered and that one didn't, but it did, and other people believe it's glitched too. But and I think it might be a 0-point accolade as well. And that's all the ones that stick out horribly. Now if now I'm gonna actually go through them all. I'm hoping that other people, someone else, God help me, will be able to confirm or deny that I have all the accolades, or that I'm missing something, or what the fuck ever. So we're gonna go through the whole goddamn thing, and who knows how long it's gonna take. Starting off at the top with Colonial. Let's see. Colonial Administrator, Colonist, Governor, and Pioneer. Combination Development. Those must be the levels for whatever. Development, Experienced, Learned, Trained, Veteran. Commendation Diplomacy, Attaché, Consul, Envoy, Federation Ambassador. Then under Engineering, it's Chief Engineer, Engineering, Inventor, Technician, Theorist. Espionage is Agent, Asset, Espionage, Saboteur, Spy. The Exploration is Exploration, Explorer, Forerunner, Master Explorer, Surveyor. Medical, Chief Medical Officer, Doctor, Medical, Nurse, Surgeon. Military is Adjutant, Military, Number 1, Soldier, Tactician. Recruitment is Advocate, Federation Recruiter, Promoter, Recruiter, Recruitment. Science, Chief Science Officer, Professor, Researcher, Science, Scientist. Trade is Entrepreneur, Executive. Let's see, what is that? Magnate, Trade, Trader. And then we start into the damage with an Antiproton there. Let's see. Absolute ablation, anti-structural annihilation, damaged power supply, fused EPS conduits, matter, no matter, opposition attraction, positive annihilation, proton purge, quality antimatters. Nice little pun there. Quality antimatters. Strike from the record and to the contrary, and warp core critical. Then there's damage disruptor, disembodied, disruptive activity, disruptive discharge, disruptive pattern, disruptive demolisher, disruptor devastator, disruptor disturber, disrupting the peace, hole smasher, positive disintegration, separation anxiety, severe severing. Then kinetic is biting blow, concussive consequences, convincing clobbering, hitting the wall, impact hazard, kinetic killer, missile commander. That should have unlocked a little game of missile command or something. Projectiles in motion, punching bag, shoot on sight, torpedo target, and whipping post. Phaser, bruised bulwark, Earl of Energy, and I am the Duke of Preston. Heated exchange, let down one's guard, perforated defenses, Pharaoh of phasers, perceived veil, set to kill, splintered shields, strike and dip, stunned silence, Sultan of stun. Cauterized, moving damage plasma, cauterized wounds, charged channel, dodging and burning, electroplasma executioner, fiery force, flash in the pan, gaseous corroder, scorched earth, searing siphon, solar flare gun, state of mind and matter, superheated slayer. Then it's Poloron, atomic attrition, charged counterpole, conductive cleaving, effective mass fatality, electromagnetic transformation, electron erosion, frictive force, repulsive rending, shield deteriorating deformation, shifting, proximal properties, subatomic alteration, and worn down weaknesses. Tetryon under damage. Adaptive radiation, decloak and dagger, extrusive energy, fallout fruition, invoker of subspace instability, particle pusher, radiant barrier, radiation regent, radiation therapy, shield buster, subspace sprout, Tetryon threat. Every once in a while, some of these puns are so bad it cost me an IQ point. Flagship. This is under the Delta Quadrant. Flagship downed, maintained morals, and sacrifice for the greater good. Under events. Oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of events. Jesus Christ. Okay. A line in the snow. Borg incursion defender. Borg siege breaker. Defender of Alpha Centauri sector block. Defender of the Quadrant, Fast and Furious, Gorn Incursion Defender, Gorn Siege Breaker, Hero of the Defari, Ice Racer, Incursion Defender, Klingon Incursion Defender, Klingon Siegebreaker, Mine, Nausicaan Incursion Defender, Nausicaan Siegebreaker, Nemesis of the Collective, Nemesis of Vessel 8 of 10, Unimatrix 47. As a matter of fact, all these are from that event. 8 of 10, 5 of 10, 4, 9, 1, 7, 6, 10 of 10, 3. I wonder why they're not in order. I guess they're in like alphabetical order. Then we move on to Orion Pirates Incursion Defender, Orion Pirates Siegebreaker, Power Trip, Preserver of the Preservers. It's like the secret of the secret of the secret door. Reclaimer of Defara, Ripper, Romulan Siegebreaker, Samba Master, just Samba, Sandcastle Savant, Sandcastle Sequence, Sandcastle Set, Sandcastle Stewart, Sandcastle Starter. Okay, Jesus with the sandcastles. Sandcastle Stylist, Saurophobe, Siegebreaker, Snowball Hero, Snowshoe, Subjugator of Champions, Tholian Capital Punishment, Tholian Maleficence, Tholian Siegebreaker, Tyrant Lizard Slayer, Zenkethi Torpedo Command, Undyne Incursion Defender, Undyne Siegebreaker, and Veteran of Alpha Centauri Sector Block. That was a lot of events. Some of those were like horrible, like the Borg when you had to kill 2,000 Borg and you only get 5. It took multiple events to get some of these. Exploration. It looks like most of these are the story missions that come up when you fly through various sectors. Janeway's Legacy, Takara. Let's see. Janeway's Legacy, Ventati, Aurelius. Oh no, that's Kumari's Log, Aurelius. And then the next one's Saria, Serpentis. And then the Ferengi Frontier and the First Federation. Speaking of the First Federation, is anybody ever going to do anything with that part of the Alpha Quadrant that's supposed to be the First Federation? Romulan Resurgence, Tau Diwa. And then it's State of the Federation. We got Alpha Centauri, Alpha Trianguli, Beta Ursus, Gamma Orions. Wow, some of these are great. Let's see, Iota Pavonis. Damn, I'm a hardcore Star Trek fan, and I don't recognize some of these. Pi Canis, Psi Valorum, Regulus, that one's Sirius, and Zeta Andromedae. Then it's the Neutral Zone, and then we move into the Vortilogs that came with the Gamma Quadrant update. But I don't think it read them to me. I think it gave me the accolade, but there was no voice or log that went with it on the console for whatever reason. New Uredra Sector, Idrin Sector, Kandari, and the Corelli Sector. And then the next category is Exploration Accolades. Damn, there's going to be a lot of these. A hell of a good time. A well of a good time. A lounging observation. Admiral and Medic. Admiral Bridge Troll. Admiral Parkour. Oh, those were the Kobali Prime accolades. Those were the various things you had to do on Affluent. Let's see. Appreciates the view. Arc Flight Mastery. Atmospheric. Barfly. Brave New Waterfalls. Bridge Troll. Building the Gates. Bumpin'. Catch Me If Toucan Sam. cleaning up their mess. Cockpit observer. Colonized New Romulus. Cunning and guile. Dabo dabbler. Ducks of hazard. Fortunate. Fountain enthusiast. Gambler. Golden. A gorilla in 60 seconds. Gorn ambusher. High roller in a geological sense. In memoriam. Incarcerator. Kobali prime explorer. Lightly landed on a lighthouse. Loaded. Lucky. Master of Vastum. Name the stakes. New Romulus historian. New Romulus researcher. Nimble on Nimbus. Nimbus survivor. Observant defender. On a roll. Ready for anything. Arisa roofer. Rise and shine. Staging area quartermaster. The big year. The easy hard way. The Four Towers. Was that a Lord of the Rings reference there? A Frog and the Furious. That's the second Fast and the Furious reference. Tipsy top. To boldly jump. Transport pod examiner. True engineer. Unauthorized beach party. Vaudoir ship expert. Walk the boardwalk. Watch your step. Watching the nothing. It was nothing. Why are you climbing a mountain? Why are you climbing a rock formation? Why are you flying over a volcano and won't look down? Most of the accolades in that category were the exploration accolades for the various planets. Nimbus, Risa. There was an odd one or two in there that I didn't think were part of that, but I don't remember them offhand. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of general accolades. I guess I didn't realize how long it was going to take to read all this. I wish I could make some kind of comprehensive list of... Okay, general accolades. 847 Counter Command. A Curious Zenkethi. That was from one of the new missions. That one was glitched for a while. The camera got stuck. Abused. Adjusting anti-gravity. All-win scenario. Alternate allies. Always time for science. Assimilated. Assimilation cancelled. Asteroid Soccer. Azure Avenger. It was balmy. Battered. Bit of a fixer-upper. Borg Breaker. Borg Disconnected. Breakout Artist. Brought enough for everybody. Coalition Unraveler. Cold Warrior. First place in Starbase 24 fleet action. That's since been removed. It would be cool if they'd re-add that and the other stuff from the incoming hails. Collective Disconnect. Competitive War Games. Cord the Computer. Cracked. Cracking Eggs. Dauntless. He's dead, Jim. Who's Jim? Jafari Satellite Repairman. That was annoying too, because you can only do so many of those a day. Delta Alliance. Denied Makbara. Denied Voth entry. Detour to Freedom. Dilithium debugging. Disabled the Herald Sphere. Distressed. Divide and quickly conquer. Don't quit your day job. Try your best not to free. That's the one where you had to get everything wrong in the story mission. You had to assign everybody to the worst possible job. Drop the base. Duelist. Dyson Joint Command. Tier 1 through 5. Entrenched Engineering. Envoy of the Celestial Temple. The Epo Whisperer. He whispers to Eppas. Apples! Everyone remember where we parked, because I'm not going to. I'm just not. Everything's under control, though. There's the expected accolade that I believe to be glitched. Ferengi Trade Alliance, Tier 1. 1 through 10? Or is it? No, it's just 1, 10, and 5. Fireworks Observer. First base. What? 2 titled First Base? One's for completing the Zenkathi Dreadnought Point, and the other is complete the Mirror Universe. Fluidic Exploration. Fought the Good Fight. Free satellite coverage for all. That actually led to the bandwidth riots of like 2042. Freedom for the People. The Friendly Six. They're friends of the High Five. Gamma Task Force. Gekli Escort. And then you Gekli Surgeon. Perform surgery on a Gekli in space. With a laser. I had a ginger buddy. I had a ginger friend. And I had a ginger helper. They all got paid differently. They would receive different wages. Gorngon. Guardian. Hasty Execution. A Holiday Chef. I cook Neelix. Haunted the Hunter. Oh, Hunted the Hunter. I'm sorry. I joined the Iconian Resistance. I was impressive. In the Garden. Oh, that's for reading all of the plaques on that was a cool one, especially when it's starting out the game, to read all those things that were little Easter eggs. That was cool. Inspired. It's a trap. 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 Just said no to planet killing. Kelid Wrangler. That might have been one of the most expensive accolades I ever did, and was buying and collecting all the 16 different Kelids. And killed the Borg. Oh, killed the Borg killer. Klingon Empire campaign tier 1, 10, and 5, just like the Ferengi. I knocked 3 times, just like the Postman. Oh no, he only rings twice. Lay of the Land, Leap of Faith. That was a cool one to discover on accident too, jumping off the Iconian bridges to your death. Lucari Restoration Initiative, Lucari Restoration Initiative Operative, Magnificent, Master Relaxer, Mirror Agent, Mirror Infiltrator, Need for Device Speed. Oh, okay. Nibbler, that would be cool if they didn't include the little Nibbler game or whatnot in the or Space Dock Lounge or whatever. Nimbus Dance Master. No in, no out. Not My Unimatrix. Nothing Left Behind. Now You See Me. Nakura Strike Force Tier 5. I wonder why there's not an accolade for 1 and 10. Onlooker. Portal to Nowhere. Powerless. I was thinking about the Portal to Nowhere. There's Prepared, that I believe to be glitched as well. Professor of History. Queen Slayer. R&D, Adept Armorer, Bombardier, Cannoneer, Engineer, Power Technician, Scientist, Shield Specialist, Technologist, Armorer, Bombardier, Cannoneer. No, these are the experts. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And then there's Master for all of these too. And then there's Novice for all of these too. And then we had the raid over Bubbling Bay. Advanced and Elite. Regular, Advanced, and Elite. Reciprocal Rehabilitation. Reconnaissance. Redoubtable. Commander Riker. Let's see. Relentless. Romulan Republic 1, 2, 3, 1 through 5. Romulan Republic Tier 1 through 5. Romulan Republic campaign 1, 10, and 5 again, just like the other ones. Scorpion Slayer, Shattered, Singularity Sensation. Size doesn't matter. Okay, it happens to lots of guys. Sizzling, Smashed. It's because you were smashed. That's what the fuck, dude. Snowman About Town. Space Side Assistance. That's kind of like roadside assistance. You can call the whatever, but it's like $50 for a can of gas. Speedy Execution. Splintered. Stuart. Oh, that's the 100-day Veteran War. As a matter of fact, those don't trigger naturally on the console. But if you buy the lifetime membership on the console, all those trigger at once. The day timer doesn't work on the console, whatever. Same thing with that one, the Starfleet Veteran, the 1,000 days. Then it's Storming the Stronghold, Student of History, Sweet Tooth, Swept Up, Syndicate Smashed, Tachyon Technician, Task Force Omega, Temporal Defense Initiative, Temporal Investigator, Temporal Mastermind, Temporal Treasure Hunting, Tepid. Oh, 3rd place in the biathlon. Terran Task Force, Terran Turnaround, the weirdest, it's the wisest Tribble. Through the Looking Glass, Together They Fall, Top Flight Triage, Trait Slot Rank 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Trophy, Latinum Bars, Bricks, Ingots, Pile, Slips, Strips, United Federation of Planets, Campaign Tier 1 achieved, 1, 10, and 5, just like the other ones. Valiant, that's another one of the veteran, so many day veterans. Veteran Vassal, Vigilant Vessel. Welcome to New Romulus. Welcome to Star Trek Online. 0 points. Thank you for the welcome. Welcome to the Dyson Sphere. When all else fails. Almost. No, I don't think so. Okay. And then it's While of the Coalition. Several of those in there were for things like this. Missions that came out of a lockbox that you had to complete on regular and a breakthrough. And then when it's on to the kill accolades. Jesus Christ, how many more of these do we have to go? Breen, Capital Punishment. Conquered the Commander. Dinosaur Halted. That's the Jurassic version of Girl Interrupted. It was Dinosaur Halted. Down to the Rex. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. Let's just contemplate this for a minute. Explorer of the Battle Zone. Mechanized Menace. More mini than boss. Operative. I was a rock smasher. Kind of like the thing in the Neverending Story. There was a rock biter, but I was like distantly related to them. Salt Vampire Hunter. And that's a real bitch too, because I got that one and several others like that before they released the colony invasions. So I like farmed out Arena of Sompek over and over again, hoping for salt vampires, but it's much easier now. Swarm the Swarmer, unusual opponent, very clever girl, wants to hunt. She's a predator. And then it's Beasts. I was the Beastmaster, kind of like that guy that had the ferret and the panther, but different. It was open season for ducks or rabbits, as the case may be, and I am a trophy hunter. Then it's kills, bluegills. There's Exterminator, Bug Basher, and the Parasite Punisher. That was DC's attempt to cross with the Mummy universe. And then it's the Borg. Worf helped me assimilate this. I learned about futility, holding the line. I had nanoprobe immunity, resistance, and technophobe. I'm sorry, technophobe. And then we move on to the Breen, who thankfully won't be here for Christmas this year. Chilled, cold-hearted, cold-tempered, frigid demeanor, frozen over, and glacial. Davidian, neural feast, neural meal, and a little neural nibble. Dominion of Cardassian, Alpha Quadrant Commander, Alpha Quadrant Savior, Alpha Quadrant Soldier, Founder Foil, Solid Saboteur, and Vorta Vexer. Jesus, some of these are just terrible. Elachi, my favorite species. I wish they'd do some more with the Elachi. I was abducted. I was dug up. Freethinker, in the dark, indoctrinated, and Spore Smasher. Federation. Again, these were much harder when I did them because they didn't have the colony invasion, and I had to play that stupid mission over again, and you can only kill so many of me. Let's see, what is that? Blooded? Is that what that is? Blooded? Is that a word? Federation foil. I joined the Order of the Badleth. Scourge of Starfleet. I was wanted by Section 31 until they recruited me. And was a war hero. Fakiri. Same thing. Most of these were hunted during the Arena Sompek. Devilish, frightened, haunted, infernal, spooked, wicked. Oh, some of those were ships. Okay, that's ships and ground, yeah. Gorn. We'll skip all the Gorn puns because everybody's heard them all before. Arena champion. Arena pleb. You're such a pleb. Arena veteran. Cold-blooded. Preemptive strike. Reptile slayer. Herald. Crusader. Darkness vanquisher. Demon bane. Light bringer. That reminds me of the Voyager episode. Voyager, the Lightbringer, or Ground Shaker. Radiant, Shadow Slayer. Then we move into Herodians. Alpha of the pack, Beta of the pack, Hunter. I was just a member of the pack. I wasn't actually. Resilient Prey and Worthy Prey. Then we move on to the Herc. And there was a cool little side effect or whatnot. When they released that mission with the bugs and the Lucari colony or whatnot, on the console, those kills started counting as Herc before they'd actually said that those were going to be the Herc. After one of the updates, we kind of... forbidding... let's see, I'm sorry, that's Foreboding Stifler? Foreboding Stifler? Okay. Reaper of the Swarm, Reckoning of the Cycle, Seed of Success, Sower of Triumph, and Swarm Silencer. Klingon Empire. I was Champion of the Empire. I am a descendant of Kalis. Great House Master, Soldier of the Empire, Warrior of the Empire, and Warrior Spirit. Klingon Rebels. This was the motherfucking worst one because I had to play that mission 1,000 times because there's only one Klingon Rebel in the game. And but I defended the Empire, and I unlocked the Defender title. Defending the status quo, maintaining order, open rebellion, putting down dissent, and rebellious elements. Nakul, Monster Hunter, Monster Seeker, Tracker, Times Archer. That was the episode of Star Trek that Captain Archer went to the where Data got his head cut off. And Times Guardian, Times Sentry. Nausicaan, Boar, Brute, Mercenary, Pirate, Privateer, and Thug. Orions. I was a criminal. I exploited a civilian. I was a hitman, a minor operative, a smuggler, and then I graduated and I was a syndicate boss. Riemann. Cast Mutiny, Class Struggle. isolationist, personal ambition, undiplomatic, and a xenophobe. That would be cool if they included the little xenophobe Nintendo game in the end. What is this, Animal Crossing? Kills Romulan. On the Tal Shiar's list. That was their shit list, by the way. Praetor, Senator, Tal Shiar's Most Wanted. That same guy hosted that show that hosted the Trouble for the Tal Shiar and Viceroy. Spear Builder. High Roller, Rolling Around, Wrecking Ball. Okay, we'll skip that one. Terran Empire. Enemy of the Terran Empire. Evil Twin, which is one of my favorite captain titles, probably, by the way. Evil Twin. Looking Glass Gladiator. Mirror Mercenary. Nemesis of the Terran Empire. Scourge of the Terran Empire. Tholians is Chipped, Shattered, Smashed, Spider Smasher, Spider's Banes, and Spider Slicer. That was a lot of spiders. Zenkethi, Crusade Challenger, Crusade Conqueror, Crusade Crusher, Reptilian Raider, Reptilian Ravager, Reptilian Reaver. Undyne is Bioship Butcher, Fluidic Space Slayer, Liquidator, Brunt, Non-Humanoid Hunter, A Planet Killer, Tripod Terror. Some of these, I swear that it said something like that or extremely similar before in a different category. Vaudoir, Artillery Annihilator, Assault Vessel Ambusher, Cobra Crusher. That was the sequel to Cobra Triangle for the NES. Serpent Smasher, Snake Charmer, and Vaudoir Vessel Vanquisher. Voth. Let's see. Wow. Apocryphal Doctrine, Dino Demolisher, Dino Hunter, Doctrinal Differences, Extinction Event. That's cool for the for 1000 Voth. Heretical Doctrine. Heretical Doctrine. You have to forgive me, I went to school in America. Lore accolades. Jesus Christ, there are a lot of these. As a matter of fact, let's see, we're going to skip most of these because most of these are the data chips. Romulan and Federation. Awaiting the return. Let's see, found documents. Oh, these were some of the ones in the Dyson Sphere. Dyson Sphere Researcher. Last Days of the D1s. Paleontologists. Searched for the Truth. Testing the Limits. Yeah, many of those were found inside the Dyson Sphere Ground Battle Zone. This is the one for completing the history of the new Romulus, so we're not gonna go through every volume and chapter that was extremely abusive to collect and a very long-term thing. We are gonna count them though, just to make my point here. Alright, history, we're not going to count that one. We're just going to count the individual ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 37? Is that wasn't that bad for the Romulan ones? Last Days of the D1s, part 1 through 8. That one's inside one of the missions on New Romulus. You're supposed to be able to only get one a day, I think, but if you abort the mission and do a PvE or something and go back to it, you could do more than one of those in a day. It's not quick by any means, but Path 2409. This was the real super long abusive one or whatnot. We're gonna do the same thing with that one. There's the accolade for all of them, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A fucking 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 95. Really, there was some ones like this in here. It was for completing each chapter, so it's like 195 minus however many chapters there are. What was there, 28 or 30 or some bullshit? 29 chapters. So it was 190 whatever I just said minus 29 or whatever. That was ridiculous. And then at the bottom there's Voth Cultural Expert. Nimbus Jaunt. And it's showing all. Why there's only one... Why they felt the need to put that category there with only one thing in it. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. All the rest of the Nimbus accolades are under exploration or something, I think. But, I don't know. PvP accolades. Activist arbitration. Annihilate appeasers. Assault of armistice lines. Blockade of border worlds. Community conflict. Culture clash. Incendiary intervention. Nullify negotiators. Partisan police action. Pulverize peacekeepers. Siege of neutral space. And warriors at the door. Damn, some of those were tongue twisters. And then it's reputation accolades. These are just the accolades for completing each reputation, I guess. I wonder how this is going to change, or if this is going to change, or something's going to be added when they add Tier 6. I don't know. 8472, Counter Command Agent, Delta Alliance Operative, Gamma Task Force Agent, Iconian Resistance Elite. Because the Iconians are elite, yo. Temporal Defense Initiative Operative, Terran Task Force Veteran. STF Mako. Adapted Commando, Mako Commando. Mako Commando. Two of these are for Mako Commando. Collect all three pieces of, they're both for the same thing, but okay, whatever. This is the one that won't trigger because, let's see, Mako Initiate. I can't get Mako Recruit and Mako Team Commander. If anybody's watching this in a position of control, it would be awesome if we'd play those in Elite. We'd play Undyne Assault in Elite too if you'd had it. Mako Team Specialist. Starfleet Cross. Starfleet Silver Star. And UFP Medal of Honor. It unlocks the Medal of Honor recipient title. I've actually had people come up to me in the game that title bothered them, that they put that in Star Trek because they were veterans and the Medal of Honor or something serious. I don't know. I quit using that as a title after a couple of people said something about it. STF, STO, Omega Force, Dyson Joint Command Agent, First Steps of the Elite, Omega Force Initiate, Omega Force Operative. Again, here's two of them. Maybe this was some kind of programming workaround. One of them unlocks the title, and one of them unlocks the costume pieces and the tailor or something. I don't know. Each one's giving me 75 points, though. Or maybe that's from... one of them's from... I don't know. Omega Force Recruit, and there's no Mark 10 weapons, so that's withholding that accolade right there as well. Then it's Quadra Sigma Distinguished Service Medal, Quadra Sigma Service Medal, Superior Service Medal, and the Siberian Distinguished Service Medal, Siberian Service Medal, Siberian Superior Service Medal, Vorn Distinguished Service Medal, Vorn Service Medal, and the Vorn Superior Service Medal. I understand that was 100 times, 25 times, 50 times. I understand that it's neat to put them in alphabetical order, but some of them are confusing in alphabetical order, like, I don't know, whatever. Story accolades. Oh my god, look at that list. Jesus Christ. I had to get something to drink real quick before we start this huge story list. Alright. Story accolades. Brave Attacker. That was from Arena Sompek, if I'm not mistaken. Daring Battler. Promising Fighter. Seasoned Combatant. Strong Warrior. The Dauntless. The Fearless. The Glorious. The Honorable. The Infatigable. The Strong. Gosh, damn it, it's just... keeps going. The Untiring, the Worthy. Oh, and that was the end of it. If I'd have just gone a little bit longer, I could have made a joke out of it. Wily Competitor. A good day for you to die. A toast to teammates. If this was Rocky Horror, this would be the part where we all threw a piece of toast at the screen. Abominable Behavior. Ace. Act of Conscience. A fairy, let's see, a fairy explorer. I don't know how to pronounce that one. That's one of the ones for exploring each nebula 70 times. You have to do 70 different duty officer missions in it, or visit it for 70 days or something. Nomad, Wanderer, aiding aid givers, air supply, alert intruder, and I feel fine. Because it was the end of the world as I know it. It started with an earthquake and birds and snakes and airplanes. The next one's Anomaly Master. Arming Ambassadors. Arcanus Explorer. Nomad Wanderer. Augmented Arrest. Azalsa? Aslessa Conqueror. Scout. Subduer. Betran, Explorer, Nomad, and Wanderer. Barricade, Bavat. Base Builder. Battlefield Commission. Why earned a Battlefield Commission? It's Beam Dodger. That was from A Step Between Stars. It belongs in a museum. So do you! Best Served Cold, Betreka Explorer, Nomad, and Wanderer. Bookworm. Broken Wings. That was from Mr. Mister in the 80s. Can anyone read Klingon? Anybody here read Klingon? Cease and Desist, which is what STO will probably send me. Champion Chaperone. That's when you stop Data from sleeping with Tasha Yar. No, that was actually not what that was for. Chrononaut. That was Captain Braxton. He was a chrononaut. Cloak and Backless. That was the Klingon version of Cloak and Dagger. Cochrane's Student. Covered for you. Cozy Campsite. Critical Care. Cruisin'. That was the first one. That wasn't Cruisin' USA. That was just the regular Cruisin'. Crystal Cataclysm. Crystal Method. They're very busy, child. Curse your sudden yet inevitable betrayal. That was thoroughly amusing in the beginning of the game. Cybernetic Cure-All. Dekel, Conqueror, Scout, and Subduer. More Nebula. Danger Zone. That's where Maverick and Goose fly to. Death from Above. Defensive Beam Technician. Delta Quadrant Descendant. Delta Volanius Explorer. Oh, that's another nebula. Delta Volanius Explorer, Nomad, and Wanderer. Destruction Detective. Discipline Disciple. Discipline. Disciple of Sun Tzu. That's the art of war. The dreaded Dreadnought is always going to come down my lane in Undyne Assault. Dreamcatcher, Dressed to Kill, Drill Doctor. It's like bad James Bond titles. Dyson EV Suit Collector. Those are fun because you could turn those into the Soleil environmental suit at the Lobi store. Dyson Sphere Puzzle Solver. Electric Slider. It'd be cool if it was an electric spider. Enterprising Rescue. Another Nebula one. Eridan Explorer, Nomad, and Wanderer. And Conqueror. And Scout. Oh, that's Iridian and Eridon. That's two different things. Sorry, my bad. Then it's Explosion Investigator. He investigates explosions. Feeding Fellows. Field Strip. That's where they take kids in stripper school. They don't go on field trips. They go on a field strip. But anyway, Fluidic Space Explorer. Forever in a Day. Found the Cure. 4,000 Throats. That's an Arabic. Friendly Fire. From Paris with Love. Because they couldn't get the rights to film it in Russia, so they had to film it in Paris. Fueling Friendship. Futility Refuted. Future Proof. Game Over, Man. It's game over, man. The fuck are we gonna do now? We're in some real pretty shit. Okay, Gamma Quadrant. Gang Violence Task Force. The Gas Master. Will not comment on the Gas Master. It'd be cooler if there was a number after it, if it was like the Gas Master 4000. Anyway, moving on. Geological Surveyor. Gravity Kills. And then I got grounded. That was it. Hacking Away Through the Nebula. Hardened Resolve. Head Held High. Stiff Upper Lip. High Tide. Holographic Master. Hiromi, another nebula. Hiromi Explorer, Nomad, and Wanderer. Isis Expert. Icarus 2.0. That was the In Time Out. Another nebula. Kazan Explorer, Nomad, Wanderer. Kind-Hearted. Kobali Completionist. Yeah, I'm a completionist. Lean on Me. That was the sequel to Stand By Me. Liberating Locksmith. Liberator of Starbase 82. Light Stepper. That's the opposite of a hard stepper. Like an open pad. Like boiling water on an anthill. These are the days of... like-minded. Lobes for business. Looking into the mouth of the beast. Master Salvager. Model Prisoner. Mr. Fix-It. Nanostream manipulator. Network security. Nevertheless, he persisted. New Romulus. Newsy. No Kill Eye. That was an awesome one. That was probably one of my favorite accolades, the No Kill Eye. Because I was such a big fan of that episode as a kid. No Turning Back. No Witnesses. Let's see, what is that? Nuanced Negotiator. Operational Completion Dedication. That, for real, there's fucking dedication after it. Peacemaker. No word for peacemaker. I was a people watcher. I squished their heads like this. Squishing your head. Planetary Defender. Platform Elitist. Platform Elitist. Complete. Oh, that took multiple tries. I think that was the one where you had to... Yeah, on very hard. Jesus Christ. Plays well with others. Power Controller. That was like the power glove. Propaganda Machine. Ragnarok. It's like a rolling rock, but it's the dark version of that beer. Ramp up the difficulty. That's another one of those ones from ashes to ashes. Raised research. Raised the maze. Red light rescue. That's what happens when the strippers that went on this field strip or whatever get in trouble. You have to go on a red light rescue. Riemann resistance. Roller. That's another nebula. Explorer, nomad, and wanderer. Rules of acquisition number 125, 194, 239, 34, 48, 7, 74, and 9. One of those was super hard. You had to complete that whole thing without Lek taking any damage at all. Rules exist for a reason. Satellite technician. Security savior. Shadow hugger. Shooting Romulans in a barrel. Smooth talker. Solinate Dyson sphere. Soother. Spattered. Static sprinter. Surpassing Riker. That was an unkind accolade too. Surpassing Riker. That took some creative. Swarmer Tactician. Another nebula. Taong. Conqueror, Scout, Subduer. Tactical thinking. Taking your supplements. Take your vitamins. Tal Shiar Statecraft. That's one of the few of them that you have to get yourself that somebody can't help you with. The Admiral doesn't get hands dirty. But he does. Every fucking mission that there is, they send me on. I've got like 100 or 500 people on my ship that are like red shirts. The Borg advance, the Breen invasion, the Cardassian struggle, the combination to the luggage. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the. That's the same combination I have on my luggage. The Delta Quadrant, the Grand Inquisitor. Iconian War, the Klingon War, the Magnificent Five. Is that another High Five ripoff? No, that's Magnificent Seven. That's a Magnificent Seven ripoff, isn't it? Is that what that is? The Romulan Mystery, the Unstoppable Captain. What? I'm sorry, Threadbare Trading Post. Threadbare Trading Post. Survived the... I don't remember that one. Tipping the scales. To the victor goes the spoils. Turret tech. Tuvok support. Twin Souls. That would have been cool if that unlocked a Twin Souls title for your character. Ultimate Doom. Unbroken. Unlikely Alliance. Vaudoir Historian. Whatever. Valreth. Investigate the laboratory. Oh, that's from the Hearts and Minds. That just happened. Wasteland. Well trained. What's in a name? Worms! Worms! Yesterday's War. Another nebula, the Xanas Explorer, Nomad, Wanderer. Jesus, that was a lot of them. Almost all of those are obscure little things and story missions that you have to do. Some of those are limited time story missions, like that Hearts and Minds thing that only pops up ever so often. Tour of Duty. Admiral. Let's see. I don't think there's a need to read all these. Admiral. Ability rank 1, 2, 3. Admiralty Hero Ship. Captain ability rank 1, 2, 3. Commander 1, 2, 3. Duty officers unlocked. Flag officer. Fleet admiral. Gamma quadrant duty officers. 0 points. Lieutenant rank 1, 2, 3. Lieutenant commander 1, 2, 3. New captain ability 0 points. New crew. New duty officers 0 points. And new duty officers times 2. What's up with that? I can't even... I've talked to people and asked what that was, and they said it was glitched, but they couldn't explain why. If anybody knows anything about that, that would be cool. Rear Admiral, upper half. Research and development unlocked. Retrofit starship requisition, specialization manual, and Vice Admiral. And the very end, the Undone Front. Again, it's only got one thing in it. It's the Impossible. Why that couldn't have fit into another category, I don't know, but yeah, that gives me a total of 19,465 accolade points, as you can see at the bottom. I've looked on the Wikipedia, and there are things that I've found that, you know, just don't exist, that were from ancient versions of the game. There's a couple of others, I think, one in particular in the Gamma Quadrant. I think it's a patrol mission where you have to drop to the lowest number of allies and then grant amnesty or deny whatever and stay. But I've taken people there and I've tried it out and I've asked everybody that I know, and nobody can trigger it. We don't know. We've tried everything, but if anybody knows anything about that or knows if it's even possible in the console, that would be cool to know. These incoming hails, breaking the planet, slowing the expeditionary force, the big dig, don't exist on console. It'd be cool if they had those, or just take them away. If they're not going to add them, just take them out of the incoming hail, so I don't have to think I'm doing it over and over again, or think I need to do it. But yeah, that's it. This was huge longer than I expected. This was like an hour and 5 minutes or something. Yeah, I'm basically looking for other accolade hunters that can confirm that this is all of them, or confirm that I'm missing something, or anything. Any help would be cool. If anybody else is interested in hunting accolades, yep. Thank you for watching. That was long. I'm gonna try to put some timestamps in there to the different sections or something like that. I don't know. And who knows what's going to be added when they add all this new stuff on November 13th, but hopefully I'll be able to get a grasp on it quickly and collect whatever accolades from it. Cool. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.